Good morning, guys. Today's vlog is going to be a little bit different. It's not really going to be a vlog. It's just going to be that backlight though. It's just going to be me talking to the camera about something that's on my mind. I can't fix the window, so whatever. It's not something I think in particular I've ever shared before in this sense, but I don't think it's something that's ever bothered me this much before. I don't know, it's just been the past couple of days and it's very weird that it's now, but anyway. What I want to talk about is basically if you have a chronic illness or something along those lines, or cancer or something like that. I don't know. For me, I guess, I don't know how to word this correctly because it's a lot easier to write it out in a post than it is to like try to articulate it. But for me, basically, it's almost like a survivor's guilt type thing that's been going on. And it's like ever since, I want to make sure I explain this right because I don't want this to be taken the wrong way. But anyway, ever since I started Trikafta especially, my life CF-wise has done a complete 180. I've said it before that I feel like CF is background noise. It's not something that is consuming my life anymore. It's, I pretty much don't cough anymore unless I'm sick. I can get by on, my CF care at this point is, besides like appointments and endocrine and all that, is one treatment to maybe sometimes two if I need it, but mostly one treatment in the morning and pills. And then the Dexcom to take care of the sugar stuff. But that's about it. That's all I have CF routine maintenance to keep myself healthy, which is something that I'm super thankful for, but it's something that I think is bothering me a little bit. I'm 23 now, which I don't know how I am, but anyway. And it's just like, for me, I guess what's going through my mind is, why do I get the good end of it? Why do I get to be having it easy compared to so many other CFers out there that are in their 20s or younger? Why do I get to be 23 and have 85% lung function and feel pretty much normal and so many other people don't? I guess I know that this birthday that I recently had was pretty hard because my best friend Brooke died at 22 and it was CF that killed her, and I don't think it bothered me so much at the time in this aspect. I think it was a terrible time of my life and one of the worst things I've ever gone through, but it was more of like, back then it was just more of like, I wanted to help her, and I wasn't thinking so much about my own disease, if that makes sense. But looking back on it now, it's like, why did I get to live long enough to see Trikafta and she didn't? Why do I get to live to be 23 but she had to die at 22, even though she fought so hard? Harder than I don't know if I ever could. I was just amazed at her bravery in those last couple of months. And why do I get to be okay when I have friends now that are struggling really hard and fighting harder than I am, but get different results? It's this weird thing that's been kind of on my mind lately of what makes the difference between somebody that gets to have mild symptoms of CF and somebody that has severe symptoms of CF. What makes the difference between somebody that gets to live longer than somebody else? And even beyond my small social circle of people that I personally know, why the notable people like Claire Wineland? Like, why do those CFers that I see on videos and Facebook and groups and Instagram and stuff like that, why are they in their 20s and struggling so much, or, you know, in their 30s and struggling so much, and I'm 23 and I'm healthy? Like, I don't know. It's this weird thing of, like, I don't want it to be taken the wrong way of why I'm not saying that I want to be sick, okay? I want to put that out there. I'm definitely not saying that I want to be sick. I am extremely grateful for my health. I am so thankful for Trikafta that's given me what it has, and even before that, Orkambi kept me stable enough to get to Trikafta, because in 2014, year before I started Orkambi, my lung function was like 30, I think, and I was told that I had 2 years to live, and then Orkambi came along, and then Trikafta came along, and it's a completely different story now. My lung function is, you know, 85 instead of 30, and I guess part of that is also as so incredibly, like, so thankful and happy about that I am. I guess I wish that it could do that for everybody. I wish that everybody could have the same results that I have, and that CF could be easy for the people that I care about. I don't know if this is even making any sense. It's me rambling, but and there's this small part of me in the back of my mind that knows that maybe someday that's going to be my future, that I may, for whatever reason, go back down to that low lung function and not be where I'm at right now. And that plays into a whole nother part of, you guys know I'm pretty open about my mental health problems, and especially since starting this pill that is supposed to be able to help me, but the first month of it was actually really rough, and I didn't talk about all of it because I just didn't feel like talking about all of it at the time, and I'm a little bit removed from the situation now. Because I'm on the placebo pill, I start the next month of real pills tonight, and I have to give it 3 months because the doctor said that it could take up to 3 months for things to get better if we'll know if the pill works or not. But because it is hormones that's messing with everything, basically for about, I guess half of last month maybe, the pill was basically making me extremely suicidal. And I know it was the pill now because when I'm not on it, on these placebos, then I'm having all this other stuff going on, but I'm not having those suicidal thoughts. And for me, looking back on it, it's like, why, when I have such great health right now and I have so many opportunities open to me, even with COVID going around, you know, I'm vaccinated, and I'm able to do things like celebrate Mason's birthday party, or I'm gonna start riding lessons soon. Hopefully I'm gonna, you know, I'm able to fly back and forth and all of this. And what gives me the right to, and I know this is a messed up way of thinking, but this is basically what's on my mind, is what gives me the right to feel so sad and so down and suicidal when there's so many other people, other CFers out there fighting so hard and trying to make the best of every day when they have so much less than I do. And I don't want to put that in a way of like I'm pitying them either, because I'm not, but it's just the way of, there's so many, I think there's like what, 70,000 people worldwide with CF, and I think it's something like 30 or 40,000 in the US. And there's people that are better than me, there's people that are worse than me, but I guess my twisted way of thinking right now is within my small social circle and the people that I've read about that are worse off, I feel like I should be happy and outgoing and loving life, because it's that old weird thing of people have it worse off than you, so you should be happy kind of thing, which is not a way that you should be thinking, but I guess it does make me feel a little bit guilty that I feel like I should be thinking about, I don't know. This is a ramble, and I don't know if this makes any sense, but it's just something that I had to get off my mind, and I talked to a couple people about it, but it's still really bothering me. The questions of why that have no answers, and never will, at least on this side of Earth, this side of life, you know, and yeah. It's just a weird thing to think about, that I don't know, it feels like it's luck, you know, it's luck of what bacteria you end up with in your lungs, what medicines do or don't work, and I guess I wonder why I ended up somebody who ends up with so many mental hoopla, why I got the good end of it instead of somebody that's genuinely happy and making the most of it. So I don't know, it's weird, and it's something that I guess I'm just gonna have to work through and figure out, and this probably makes no sense, it's a ramble, but it's just taking up a lot of my mental energy right now, which is a little bit obnoxious because yesterday was the first day where I finally felt not anxious, well, until nighttime, because I was an idiot who decided to watch a bunch of true crime to distract myself from all of this, and then there was like banging in the house last night, and I think it was the neighbors or the cat, but then it completely freaked me out because I've been watching true crime about this person that was home alone and got stabbed to death, and don't do that at home alone at night. Don't do that. Lesson learned. But anyway, but basically before that I wasn't anxious, I wasn't you know, down, I was actually feeling okay, and then I don't even know what set this all off, but I don't know. I wonder if it's something that everybody that kind of has this kind of stuff in their life has to figure out at one point or the other. You have to accept the reality that people that you love are going to die from something that you are doing okay with, and people that you love are struggling with something that you are doing okay with, and it feels completely unfair and not right that everybody can't be healthy. But there's nothing you can do about it either, so you just have to accept that, and accept that even if you're doing okay, you're allowed to have negative feelings, which is something that I'm working on. So anyway, that's my ramble. That's what's on my mind, and I'm gonna listen to music and maybe work on that puzzle or something to distract myself, or maybe watch true crime, but don't watch that at night. Watch it when it's sunny outside. So anyway, with that, hope this made sense. Sorry if it didn't. I don't have the capacity to explain it in the way that I want to explain it, but I don't know. So anyway, that's all I've got, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.